and hello. My name is Serena Patricia and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about when I got the chance to be part of a referendum happening in Venezuela. On the 16th of July 2017, I was on the Caribbean island of Aruba, and a huge referendum was happening. This was in response to a constitutional crisis within the government. In simpler terms, this was basically disowning the Venezuelan government and stating that they were a dictatorship. There was a chance for people outside of Venezuela with valid Venezuelan passports to vote, which is why I got the chance to be a part of it. Well, so I thought. So on the Caribbean island of Aruba, they set up a huge voting station. It was quite away from our hotel, so me and my mum and my grandma got in a car and went to this giant hall. When we got there, the atmosphere was absolutely amazing. There was a giant Venezuelan flag draped up across this hall. There was many people protesting outside, not protesting the referendum, but protesting the government. There was people selling merch, and there was just so much energy and people playing music and people playing drums, and all you could hear was Venezuelan music just surrounding this hall. When we got in, there was a long ass line of people, and this was absolutely amazing because it showed how many people came out to vote and how many people disliked the government. So as we went in, we waited in this long line and we got to talking with some of the other Venezuelans there. We got to talking about debating the government and debating the crisis and debating what was happening and talking about our families and people where they were from in Venezuela and how people had come out of Venezuela in order to vote in Aruba. Once we actually got to the start of the line, my mother, my grandma and me signed a piece of paper stating that we were valid voters and that we were going to vote fair. We went into this huge hall, but unfortunately I did not have my physical Venezuelan passport on me. I only had a passport copy. This was really upsetting and it meant that I couldn't vote, and I got taken away by a security guard to wait for my mother and my grandma, and I was devastated. I don't think I've ever been more devastated, as I really wanted to put my vote against this government and state it as a dictatorship. After this, my mother and my grandma comforted me as I just kept crying and crying, and I couldn't really take it because I just wanted to be a part of something really special. But I was still really happy and really grateful that so many people came out to vote. One of my cousins, who was in Madrid at the time, sent us a video of the voting centre of Madrid, and there was this square just full of people. There was footage coming from all around the world onto social media, and there was just huge crowds of Venezuelans that were coming out to vote and coming out against Maduro. Unfortunately, this petition did not work, as it stated that a lot of the views outside Venezuela were unable to be counted as they didn't get there on time. Unfortunately, this was just another ploy of the Venezuelan government to try and state that they are not a dictatorship. This meant that Maduro carried on, and we continue to fight his views and his power. Whew. Sorry, I get very emotional as this was just unfair and a very unfair vote. Hopefully there'll be other referendums like this and I can actually vote against this horrible man. So I hope you found this small story useful, and if you'd like to find out more information, subscribe down below. Hit that like button and hit that post notification button, that little bell at the bottom, so that you can get notifications whenever videos come out, as there will be a lot more coming up. I'll be telling you guys about what's happening in the Venezuelan crisis, updating you, and also down below there'll be a video about different charities that you can click on and help donate your time, money, and supplies for the Venezuelan people. Gracias, and thank you for listening.